Hello everyone, it is Pat with Empowering by Design with the Daily Oracle Card Reading and Message for Saturday, the 16th of July, 2011. Happy Saturday everyone. I hope you are having a lovely and joyful weekend. And of course, Saturday is Fairy Day, so we're going to be calling on the magical messages from the Fairies Oracle card deck. And I may also call on the medicine cards. I haven't pulled these out in a while, and I just sort of felt inspired to do that this morning. So maybe there's a message from the animal world there they'd like us to hear. So before I get started pulling today's card, the fairies are all about, the fairies are really wonderful manifestors. And this coming Tuesday, I'm going to be giving another free teleseminar, and it's on manifesting material supply. If you think you'd be interested in that and you'd like to join us on the call, please see the link below, click on the link, and it'll take you to the event page. And it's just a matter of putting in your email, and I'll send you the call information, and I'd love to have you on the call. We had a great one last time with the working with angels in times of change. So anyways, let's see what the fairies have to say to us today. And I was just out in my little balcony garden with all of my plants and flowers, connecting with them. And I feel like I might be doing a little bit more gardening later today, so that might be part of their message for me. But let's see what they say. What is their message for the YouTube community? Calling upon the fairies and the elemental realm. I'm getting messages to pick up trash for those of you who are maybe outdoors today. Maybe bring a little bag with you, and when you see some trash, pick it up. And the fairies love that. And a card that jumped out here is dietary change. Ooh, okay. All right, this always comes along when we need to clean it up a bit. Did you go out last night, have a few too many drinks, beers, something like that? Anyways, this is, and what I'm hearing with this card is more greens. Somebody out there needs to eat more of their greens. Whether it be spinach, broccoli, kale, arugula, there's any number of greens. And it has to do with the nutrient content of the greens. Okay, it isn't just about the fact that they provide a bit of roughage in our diet. That's really important for us to have, fiber and stuff like that. In this case, it has to do with the nutrient content of the greens. Kale especially is it's full of vitamins and minerals. And I'm also getting that for some of you there are some herbal teas that sometimes some of the things that we have growing around us that we think of as weeds are actually very nutritious and are edible for us. And I know for myself, I did an herbal apprenticeship one year, and I learned a lot about some local plants that I thought of as weeds that were actually very nutritional, and you could drink them as a kind of a beverage tea. So they are alerting us to that, to explore some of the other varieties of teas that are in our natural markets, and maybe if you have an herbalist you can get in touch with. So those are some of the message. Yes, I see the bright, beautiful flowers in this card, in the painting on the card, and the card. Those particular flowers remind me of the little flowers, low-growing flowers that we see outside, the violets and stuff like that. Some of those are pretty edible. But for some of you out there, they're urging you to expand your dietary choices, expand your repertoire. Sometimes we find ourselves eating a lot of the same things sometimes, and for some of you out there, it's urging you to expand that. Try some new things in your diet, and step outside your comfort zone a little bit. Maybe go to a new restaurant, maybe go to a new grocery store, or if you like to cook, exploring other avenues. Get some variety, and not just variety, but something that excites you a little bit. Invest some new It's almost like with the flowers and everything around it, it's almost like invest a little romance in your time that you spend cooking and eating, okay? And because eating is, and dinner times, you know, they really were once they're meant to be a ritual where you sit, you relax, you know, eat slowly, really enjoy the food, enjoy the company that you're with. And, you know, a lot of times in our fast-paced society, and I'm a culprit of this myself, you know, we end up eating standing up, eating in our car, you know, eating on the go. Maybe this is more an issue in the United States because we have a lot of fast food areas, but we're always on the go with our eating. So it's urging you to return or reignite that element of having that quiet, relaxed, maybe even romantic kind of meal with the candlelight and things like that. So this really has a lot to do around not just dietary change in terms of changing and exploring some new foods to eat, but also the atmosphere that you're involved in around eating. Make sure it's quiet, relatively speaking, in the sense that it's not necessarily this noisy, fast-paced environment. Give yourself some time, some quiet, relaxed time to eat in a peaceful, relaxed way with company that you enjoy and a nice atmosphere. So that is our card about that today. Isn't that nice? And what a perfect day to do that on a Saturday. That's a great message for a Saturday. All right, so let's see what the animal medicine cards, what animal wants to come out and speak to us today. Ooh, okay. Oh, this is lizard. Lizard, I think, is the dreamer. Let's see. Let's read from the book and see what lizard has to say for us today. Okay. Yep, lizard is about dreaming. Oh, that's so interesting because my manifesting class is going to be a little bit about that. It says lizard is the medicine of dreamers. Dreamers can always help you see the shadow. The shadow can be your fears, your hopes, or the very thing you are resisting. But it is always following you around like an obedient dog. So the suggestion is that it may be time to look and see at what's following along behind you. Is it your fears or your future trying to catch up to you? Is it the part of you that wants to ignore your weaknesses and humanness? Lizard may be telling you to pay attention to your dreams and their symbols. Make a dream log. Be sure to pay attention to the symbols or the patterns in your dreams. So, and the message in general is to pay attention to your dreams because they're very important. Both the ones that you have when you're asleep and the ones that your dreams in your waking consciousness. What do you dream of being? What have you been putting off in terms of your dreams? That's what they talk about. That's what they mean when they say what's following along behind you. Is it the dream that you're trying to push aside because you think you have to be practical and do what needs to be done to just earn money and put food on the table? So, and it may be, you know, I feel like as I look at that card, it might even be with the dietary change that there's someone out there who has a dream to open a restaurant. And if that's your dream, then this is, I think, a go for it kind of message. Maybe you have an idea about a restaurant that's a little different, and but I feel like it might be a little bit different than the normal kind of thing. But if it's your dream, go for it. It may have a place. There may be it has its place in the unfoldment of things. So it's a sort of a message to go for it. That just came in there about the dream about opening a restaurant. So take some time to dream today, and you know, maybe that's part of what you do when you're eating and exploring different food options. Give yourself time to sit and daydream. Enjoy your food. Look out the beautiful vista in front of you if you get the chance to eat outside, and you know, dream about what you'd like to see in your life, where you'd like to go with things. So I think this is a great message for a Saturday. What wonderful cards to come into our day today. Have a lovely Saturday. I look forward to speaking with you again soon. I hope your whole weekend is lovely, beautiful, and relaxed. Take care, everyone.